So, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are back on the stream, ready for the race, and I don't know, I'm readied up. So, my life was just made a living hell, because that's the first time I've ever had to set up a lobby in my life, let alone do a custom grid. But we're back. That's all that matters. We're back racing. We're back here with ERN Division 3, Round 4 at China. That's all that matters. We got 20 drivers on the grid. I'm the only commentator that's their downfall for all this. I've got to talk to myself. That makes me seem like a right creep. And we're back. That's all that matters. I've said it 4 times. And yeah, we're done talking about we're back. So, waiting for a few people just to come back into the stream now. So welcome back everyone. So just waiting for 2 minutes now, I think it is. Question mark, yes I believe so. So we've got to wait 2 minutes for this grid to start. So just before we left we were talking about the regulation change in Formula 1, about how the quote unquote party mode was disused. So you only have one engine set, and in the chat people were saying I was like, do you reckon Codemasters went go this way, getting rid of Hot Lap and Mix? Not Rich, High. That's what it was, High. High fuel mixture. A few people said High, so that's going to be interesting to see. I don't know what they're going to do. It might make the grid more competitive, but we've got equal cars already. We run personally, so it's only really with the setup people can gain and lose, and with your talent. So it's a hard one. If they're going to change anything, they're going to get rid of all this crowd, aren't they? But that's just talking over for that bit. So I've got to think of something else to talk about why we're here. This track, it's an interesting track. We got two really big right-hand turns. So they're really long. You have to carry your momentum in this. One's fast in and slow out, and one's slow in and fast out. Turn 1 is the fast in and slow out. It's just carrying that momentum in. You don't even brake before you even start turning in. So it's a really difficult call. There's 16 turns on this track. So not like Monza that got not many tracks. What am I saying? Corners. But it's a 3.3 mile track, so it's quite a long track. So I believe it's around 28 laps, I believe, from last night, me racing. But hopefully the drivers start on the correct tyres they were originally on. So I presume the majority of them are starting on the softs. The few started on the mediums. I think one did. I think that was Dime Zero, if you're listening. He started on the mediums, I believe, but he started outside the top 10, so he could change if he wanted to, theoretically. But sorry about that. I haven't got coronavirus. The drivers, they're no longer using the worn compound they were originally on. They're all using fresh compounded tyres. So all these are fresh softs, fresh mediums. You name it, it's fresh. So it'll be interesting to see what strategy plays out here as we try to get up everything. So I believe that's everything. If you want anything else up in the stream, give us a shout. Actually, we want that, don't we? You want that. So give us a shout if you want anything else put up. Or anything else put up. But we're looking on the grid, we've got quite a few people starting on the mediums. I don't think that many people started on the mediums originally, but they've gone onto that mediums now. The interesting thing is Zach is down in 19th, one of the McLarens. They haven't done a very good qualifying. I don't think one of them was here, and the other one readied up too early, so he got demoted down to last. I think that was Billy. And So they haven't done the best qualifying ever. There's been a really big hold up in Sector 2. So I don't know what's going on there. It's not something you like to see because it just... I mean, it's from a strategy point of view, it works. But from like first place, you're sitting there like, oh, seriously. But these have all got fresh tyres. So we can see him go a bit longer into these races. Now the softs might run... some of these drivers could take him to lap 10 or 11. That'd be interesting to see. We've got Shadow Wolf holding up the pack. That's a bit strange. And this is a nice shot here, watching them weave. Really jittery because of the internet. But anyway, we'll ignore that for now. They're all caught up now. Looks like Zach is beast. And Mercedes have collided, so they've been disqualified and put back onto the starting grid. But that's an interesting thing. I don't think your tyre temps actually could go down, because you don't really see... it's a strange one, because sometimes when you do non-formation lap, you seem to get a worse start than if you do a formation lap, because you can get those tyres to the correct temperature. But I don't think they actually cool down that much, so... Well, they've warmed them up for half a lap at least, so who knows. So they might fall back a little bit. That'd be interesting to see. I've got a sore throat, so excuse any mistakes in the commentary or if I go quiet for a little bit. But apart from that, looks like we're on the grid. We're ready with the lights going out. And is this going to be in sync? No, it's not. Surprise, surprise there. And the cars are ready, revving up now, and it's lights out, and away we go. Williams gets a really good start there of Massey. He gets a really good start there. Didn't really see catch on what's going around the back, but coming into turn 1, all hustling for position. The Renault's going to go up the inside of Big G. Does he get that position done? No, he doesn't, but the Mercedes coming in. Oh, they hit! That's the Mercedes and the Renault hit in there. Racing Point's going to make up on that, so he's going to get that move done even before the corner. Going back now, Racing Point on Red Bull. They're going to go side by side into the corner. How's it going to look? Racing Point comes out in front. He's last of the late breakers. Alfa Romeo's coming up just on the inside of there. A little bit of love tap maybe. Don't know there. But it all looks pretty clean from now. Not want to go side by side, but the the McLaren of Zach's going to go up the inside, but the Ferrari's off. Who's that? That's Brandon Wills. I'm sorry if I don't get your name right. The McLaren and the Alpha's fighting up the top there, but Shadow Wolf's fallen back a bit. I don't know what's happened to him. I think he started quite high up, but Will Howard's really made up off of this. He's starting on the mediums and he's gone to P8. That's really a position you want to be in, especially for these mediums, because you're going to be able to take those tyres longer in the race and you're going to be able to overcut those cars in front. Sorry. So coming down now, see the Alfa Romeo on the Red Bull. Gets that dive bomb. Is he going to get it done? Yes, he is. With Will Howe, he's making up more positions than I can say. Looks like Zach's dropped back a position there, so he's obviously been taken down into that chicane, as there looks to be a bit of a pile up back here. As Massey takes fast lap of a 1:38. So, first lap over now. We've seen a big gap drop down in these the bottom 3. And, ooh, jeez, a bit close there. We haven't seen anyone pit, so that's good, because that means they've either not got serious damage, or no one's got any damage. I didn't see many M plates. Well, I didn't see any M plates. As the Mercedes and the Racing Point get very close, as I was talking about M plates, it doesn't look like he has a front right M plate. That's really going to affect his damage, because look at this, how wide he goes. Of Aston Racing, that's not going to be good for him. UR Apex and the Red Bull's going to be right on the back of him. He's going to want to get this move done, because he's going for an overtake by the looks of things. So obviously it's affecting him a little bit, but he's still in the racing mood. But he's on the softs and Will Howard is on the mediums. Sorry about that. But look how much UR Apex gains. Gives him a love tap and it forms a little bit of a train behind. So looks like Will Howard's formed. Just lost that gap to Fragstar now. As we see a bit more hustling down at the back for position. Looks like Zach has dropped a few positions, I think. I don't think it was the best of starts, but he's going to come back now overtake. He's going to try and send it around the outside, but a little bit further up ahead, we've got the Red Bull fighting as the Williams goes straight into the back of the Racing Point. That's not going to be good. His end plate's gone, as this car's got a engine glitch. But that's not going to be good, as the Racing Point does pit, so that's his front wing going to be changed, I'm guessing. Fin2 Racing gets the fastest lap now, but I didn't see the overtake. Sorry about that, guys. Fin2 Racing has obviously got in front of Mass. It's been a good thing for him. As my throat, an Australian now, my throat's gone dry. ART Racing has unfortunately left the session, so I don't know if he's lagged out or he's just left. Not sure on that. But Big G currently in P4 with the Alfa Romeo on the back. He gets a little bit twitchy on the rear end. Just wants to come on that four a little bit slower. Get that better traction and you will lose less time. But he's on the medium, so we'll ignore that. He's in 5th place on the mediums. It's a really good place, especially for these medium runners. Because we've dropped some of the soft runners. Aston Racing, he's gone on the softs and he's down in P20 unfortunately after a front wing change. So not sure why he's gone on the softs. I would have thought he'd gone on the hards unless the AI's just put him on that different compound tyre. But if he's only a few seconds behind the pack. He's not that far, but those softs are going to really have affected his racing. But we see Red Bull going up the inside of the Alfa Romeo. They get side by side, they touch a little bit, but the Mercedes is going to get the better exit. It's going to be side by side into this corner. Mercedes goes really wide, and who was that? Will Howard gets, and he gets the DRS off of it, but the Mercedes doesn't. So this is going to be a big thing here as Dame Zero sets fast slam, and the I thought he turned in on him, on Big G then. Big G's under threat now by the UR Apex, and his teammate of Dame Zero's managed to get into P8, God knows how. But it's a good start from the Red Bulls in the points, but the problem is now 2 Red Bulls in front of each other. Which team orders playing here? That is a good question for everyone. But he's on the softs, but it looks like he's stuck behind this Haas car that is dropping back a little bit, but he might have a bit of damage, we don't know. But it looks like he's going to go around the outside. Is he going to try and do it? Yes, he is. Going to be side by side for this corner, no contact. But Big G comes out in top, comes out on front of that. But this is going to be holding the other Red Bull up of Dame Zero as he goes up the inside. A bit of a late move from him. Is this going to give his teammate a bit of a run at him? Yes, he is. He's going to go around the outside. And he gets a move done, Dame Zero does. That's a beautiful move for him. That is a really good move. That's what we like to see now. These Red Bulls, his teammates got DRS so they can pull each other along here. But Dame Zero's going to want this position. He's on the mediums and his teammates on the soft. What's going to happen here? Managed to turn into the penultimate corner. Turn 15. His teammate gets out in front, but will UR Apex get better traction? No, he doesn't. Dame Zero gets in front. So, Red Bull drivers have been at it a little bit. Haven't seen much position as Big G goes into pit, so that's quite early for him. So I don't know if he has got damage. We'll have to see in this pit stop. But this gives a couple of cars room to get in front of. I don't know if there's an incident there. But Big G in the pits, does he get a front wing change? No, he doesn't. He goes onto the mediums. So he's going for a 2-stop, unless. I don't know if those mediums will actually take him all. I think they'll take him all the way to the end of the race. So, but Aston Racing looks like he's span round as we're on a Haas when I'm looking at a Racing Point. So that's a bit confusing. Oh, as he hits the wall. Those tyres are going to be red hot. Oh, that's not going to be good for him. Oh, that's unfortunate for the Racing Point. And he's just missed the pits. Now he's lost so much time. That is really unfortunate for Aston Racing. He's going to want to take his next couple of corners really careful because his tyres are going to be red hot. And I don't think he actually has a. Oh no, he does have a front wing, but heavily damaged on the front. Just look how much time he's losing there. But up the front, ART Racing's just lost a position to Dame Zero. They go side by side into the corner. Dame Zero gets up into P5. That's really good work from him. But is this going to help his teammate? Is he going to look up the inside? No, he's not. It's just, oh, no, he does. Hang on. Okay, see the racing point pits. So you're going to see people start pitting now for the medium tyres as Crowding Wolf goes up the inside of him. But then the Red Bull goes back up the inside of the junior team and gets that move committed as ART Racing leaves the session. And he has a 10-second time penalty for exceeding track limits. So that's unfortunate for him. I think he might have crashed. No, he hasn't. He's still going around. If he's retired on track that I think he might have done, that you're not supposed to do, that's not good for him, as I don't really know what's going on with Aston Racing, right? That's Aston Racing, sorry. He's been lapped currently. But his teammate of ART Racing, he pitting, I think he retired from the session, yeah. That's a shame. So first retirement on lap 6. But we're doing good so far. Crowd Indoor has got a 3-second time penalty for exceeding track limits, but the closest battle we got so far is Dame Zero and the Mercedes for P3. So he's going to go up the outside going, he's going to try and send it around the outside as Aston Racing gets a 10-second time penalty for exceeding track limits. The Red Bull is on the curb, or he almost loses the back end there, but he's still in the race. He's getting to get DRS again, but he's just going to want to stay in and save a bit of DRS because the car in front is on the mediums as well. So they're going to want to work together a little bit here because Will I. Howard's ran out in front quite a bit by 3.1 seconds. That is really good from him as Aston Racing gets another time penalty and he's retired from the session. So that's really unfortunate for the Racing Point team. Unfortunately they weren't here last week, so there was no points there and there's no points again today. That's really unfortunate. But we've got a bit of a train running back in P9, P10 as the Ferrari just gets a bit wobbly. And that gives the Williams the opportunity to get into the points. As Massey gets into the points. So that's a good move from him as we see Zach getting a really bad exit as he pulls into P10, giving Massey P9, Shadow Wolf P8, and I think that was Fin2 Racing P7. But ART Racing has left the session now. So I think they might be having internet issues, maybe. I don't know. I have to find out at the end of the race. As Dame Zero is going to go for a move on P2 with Mercedes. He's going to get the move done even before the corner. He's not even using overtake, but will the Mercedes send it back up the inside? But yes, but he's going to go really deep. That's not giving the Mercedes much hope. And the Racing Point, the AlphaTauri is going to be right on the back of him as well. Sorry about that again. But this is really Dame Zero and he's going to be wanting that win. I can see it now, he's going to be wanting the win. Just hopefully, fingers crossed he doesn't crash, because that would be a shame. So, I've seen things settle down a little bit as Billy gets past Big G. There's people pitting. So Zach's pitted. That means Billy can't pit, but he's on the mediums anyway. And I don't think anyone else is pitted. Big G gets past. Oh! I don't know what's wrong with Billy because he seems to be quite slow at the minute as a virtual safety car is being deployed. So what was that for? It looks like there's a Ferrari off, but we didn't see what it was. So I think where the positioning was there, it looked like it was his front wing. But it looks like he's out of the session, so that must have been a crash. That's a virtual safety car here. That's really unfortunate for him. But the virtual safety car in this game, we all hate it. If your driver's watching, or just people, if you play this game, you know, hates virtual safety cars. If you're just not in the time zone it gives you, it's just going to give you a penalty. There we go. 5 sec. Oh no, that's 5 seconds from Big G for collision, and DRS is unable to get him from race control. So watching the cars now, Fin2 Racing's on the youngest tyre for the mediums, so is UR Apex. So they've pitted. So that's a good call with the virtual safety car that I'm going to presume they pitted under, because that slows the grid down and it gives them a chance for a free pit stop basically. As Zaki's Beast has come off those softs now, he's the only person on the softs. As Dame Zero is really dropping down that gap from Will R. Howard. It's gone from 3 seconds to 2.8. And we're going to see that trumble even more as I go to find a drink of water because I'm dying here. And that's got no water in. Oh, it's not my luck today, is it? I don't have a commentator to talk with me, and I cannot find a drink anywhere in my household. But Dame Zero, he's brought the time down to 2.4, 2.3. So he's seriously catching on Will R. Howard, so he's got good pace on his mediums. But crowding up, he's running P4, mediums, 8 lap hold. Looks like they're starting to wear a little bit for all the drivers, but the Mercedes in front, he just gets that little bit of, that power down too early and the back end just slips out. That's not going to be a good thing, especially with this straight, as I've been saying all this time. That's a slow in, fast out corner. You just see how much he's gaining with DRS. That's a bit late, but he doesn't go for it. So that won't have dive 1.5. So a few people are pitted. UR Apex has unfortunately dropped right down the grid, so I didn't really catch what happened with him. But I'm sure we'll find out eventually. But he's running quite far back, but it looks like Dame Zero's capped in 1.3 seconds to Will R. Howard. So Will R. Howard is on the same age tyres, so he is going to have a fighting chance. But looks like Dame Zero's got 85 VRS I've just noticed, and Will R. Howard's got 71, so they've been safe on their ERS. That's good management from them. There's Crowding Dog just gets on the back of the Mercedes again, but it's just that dirty air in this game. We keep seeing time after time people can't get the overtakes done, especially in slow corners, as the Mercedes comes back on the track a little bit dangerously, and he gets in there. And he gets taken out. That's the Mercedes sent to the other side. That is the AlphaTauri out of the race, and of another virtual safety car. That's really unfortunate. That is such a shame. He looks like he's getting ready to overtake him. That is a serious shame. But this might give the leaders of Will R. Howard and Dame Zero a chance to pit, because they get a free pit stop here under the virtual safety car. I'm sorry if I talk a bit funny now, just put a cough sweet in my mouth. But will they pit? Yes, they will. So, the rest of the oh no. Zaki's Fresh gets a drive-through penalty for speeding under the VSC, the virtual safety car. That's not good from him. This is what people keep doing. We keep saying it, I've done it. I'm at fault for it. But the track's been slowed down. We see Dame Zero go on the pit stop. What tyres has he gone on to? The hards, hopefully. I just didn't see there. Yes, he has gone on to the hards. So if he's caught, I think he's caught Will R. Howard a little bit in the pit stop. Will R. Howard's just going to have this little bit of extra, because you're always getting a little bit on the apex. But he just needs to get in front of this Mercedes. But no, the Mercedes of Fragstar gets out in front, so he's going to be undercutted, I believe. Unless Fragstar started on the hards, that no he didn't, so he's pitted really early and he's got the undercut done. So Dame Zero is really going to want to get this move done right now. We see a little bit of a train back here with the Mercedes, McLaren of Billy and GR8. Yep, the AlphaTauri. So he's got a bit of weight on his shoulders now and he's getting the points for his team. But we're seeing a Ferrari and a Renault, as the Renault is on the back of Dingo Dolphin for P1. And these two are on the mediums, but Fin2 Racing is gone on to a new set of mediums. I'm not sure what set he started on, but I think he might have started on the softs. So he's gone on to the medium, so sticking to that two-stop strategy. But Dingo Dolphin's on 10 lap old medium, so he's just got that pace advantage, but it's not helping because he's got no ERS. So it's just a drag race, and Dingo Dolphin's made up from that. Oh, there's a big collision. So was that moving under braking? And he hits him again. That might have been out of a little bit of anger. We don't know. But he's got past him. But does he have a broken front wing? I think he does. He's got a left front end plate. So that's ruined Fin2's racing. So you should go on to the hards here, because I don't think a new set of mediums will finish the race. But Dame Zero, we'll go back to him for a sec. He's doing really good. I mean, I've been mean to him in qualifying, but he's doing good now. Bit of commentators war going on, but he's coming round. He's doing good from where I think he started second to last, because McLaren's one didn't qualify and one rated up too early, so you get a penalty for that, so you have to start from the back of the grid. But we're doing good so far. There's been 4 retirements. I think 3 were for internet connections, and crowd indoor got taken out from my point of view. But we always see, because we get videos sent in through ERN showing evidence for what happened, and then race control will decide if that is a penalty that's worth paying. But I'm trying to find this little gaggle of cars going on. Here we go. So these are the top runners. So from P1 to P5, as the Ferrari is getting swarmed by the rest of the grid, as I've been put down. There we go. That's strange. He's lose 2 cars into one corner, but the Williams and the Alfa Romeo. Oh, a bit of side by side going on here. Mercedes going to go around the outside of the Ferrari. So that's in top 2 positions already of Dingo Dolphin. As a pit window is open now for the hard compound tyre. But is he going to lose another position? Yes, he is. And he's going to lose another 2 positions. But he's going to try and hang it around the outside, but he can't do it. He cannot do it. Oh, sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but my voice is starting to go a little bit now. I'm going to try and continue as long as possible. But yellow flag, so I don't know what's just happened then. I think that's just a Codemasters thing, but is that a Mercedes off? Yes, that's a Mercedes off. No, what happened? I think he might have been a little bit twitchy on the throttle, but here comes his teammate. That's a big shame for Fragstar. That's a real big shame. Looks like they're that top 5 are. I think all 5 of them could have been in concession for the win on this. But that's just unfortunate. That's racing for you though, folks. It's never nice to you. He's got to limp it back to the pits now. Yeah, he's got a really damaged front wing. You can just see that that front left end plate's gone, and the top of his wing's gone, so he's got no downforce on the front left there. So it's going to be really slow. Really straight at the front. Really straight. No, that's not what I want to say. As I got a dog barking. It's going to be really fast in a straight line, but I think he's still going to want to pit anyway. But we've got the top 3 runners here, all within 1 second of each other, as Dingo Dolphin pits. So he's going to go onto the hard tyres now. He's stretched those mediums out a long time. So they were... Yeah, so he started from the beginning of the race, so it'll be interesting to see if he overcuts any people. It looks like he is. Sorry about the dog barking in the background. I don't know if you can hear it. Here's Billy, gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That's really unfortunate. So, looking towards the end of the race now, we've got... Oh, I'm good at maths. At least... I'm not even going to do the maths, I'm no good at maths. But we've got over 10 laps worth of... So I think we're about halfway through, or we're over half. And that sounds like a dodgy engine from Massey. So that's an engine glitch from me. So Will Howard and Dame Zero are still within a second, so they're both going to get DRS. Dame Zero's got a lot of ERS. He's got 76 to be exact. Will Howard's only got 19%. And he's going to go up the inside, but Massey turns under braking to cover off the overtake. And that means Will Howard's got damaged front wing, so he's going to chuck it in the pits. That's a real big shame. Massey, from there, looked like he turned under braking. There's a big thing in motorsport, Formula 1. You do not turn while you're braking, so as soon as you hit that turning in point, you do not brake. So Dame Zero, my fingers are crossed for you. But he said to me if he gets taken out, it would join me in the commentary box here. But we'll see. But it's a big battle up front as Will Howard is, yep, he's come out in 8th place. So he's still in the point, so he's still fighting. And he's only got 2 seconds to car in front, and he's got fresh mediums as the dog's barking again. So the race is settled now. We've got a good few seconds in between each other. The biggest gap is from Billy, and he is 15 seconds behind Shadow Wolf. So that's unfortunate for him, but Massey is on 8 lap old medium, so they're going to start coming to the wear a little bit soon. And then that's going to release Dame Zero. It looks like he's got really good pace around here at the minute. But he's going to go up the inside. Oh, he's been a little bit too ambitious under the brakes. Just clips the back of Massey's rear right tyre. So he needs to be a little bit more patient, especially on the braking, but he's not patient. He wants this. He wants it now. He's going to go up the inside into turn 1, and he gets the move done. Will he go a little bit too deep, making Massey go up the inside? No, he doesn't. That's a really nice move from Dame Zero. Beautiful move. Top-notch move. Handbook move. Any type of move you want to say. That's what type of move it was. Spectacular move. But that turn 1's not an easy place to overtake. It's a really strange corner. Some people turn into it really early, some people turn into it really late. But that's just your driving style at the end of the day. But that's given Dame Zero a really good opportunity to pull away now, because the medium of Massey, he's almost medium 9 lap holes, so they'll go wire now. But he's still in DRS range currently, with Fragstar setting the fastest lap of a 1:34.0, I believe that was. So we're looking good so far. So when Massey pits, because I'm presuming he's going to pit again, because I don't think these mediums are going to last to the end of the race, that's going to give Dame Zero a 5-second gap to Zakis Beast behind. I think Zakis Beast is going to have to pit again, maybe a bit later on the race. But then he's got Big G behind. It's 11 laps? I'm sorry, Big G. That's an insult. 11 seconds behind, not 11 laps behind. But it's been clean so far. We've seen Massey turn on the brake, and that obviously we'll see in the commentary box, as Kylie Boy gets a 3-second time penalty. That is a shame. But I'm trying to find this McLaren and Mercedes battle here for 12th place. Even 12th place giving us a little bit of action here. Mercedes going to go around on the outside, got DRS enabled. McLaren can't do anything. He's a sitting duck there. But he's going to brake a bit too late, gives Fragstar a little love tap, and he spins round. Oh no, he's spun round. That's a shame. He doesn't come out in front of other cars, so that's good. But he's going to have to wait now. But is he going to come onto the track unsafely? Almost. And it sends your apex off a little bit, but I think that was something else. As Kylie Boy goes into the pits. Sorry about that, folks. That's a shame. We've seen a nice battle there between Fragstar and Billy. It's a shame it had to end like that. But going back up to the top of the grid, Dame Zero has got a lead of 1.6 seconds, so he's breaking that 1 second mark. This is a top-notch drive from here currently. I can't remember where he started on the grid. We will have a look for you, if I can find it. Not tight stops. No, don't want that. Interval. So we've got Fragstar's done. We'll have a look at timing this quick. Fragstar's quickest driver on track at the minute with a 1:34.6. So that's interesting from him. It's not what we want. Tyres, stops, no. So Dame Zero has gained 17 positions and he's currently leading the race by over 2.3 seconds, 2.4 now, and he's still losing Massey. I'm going to call it now. Driver of the day, 100%. He's done a really good drive from 7. And where would that be? 17th. I think it's 17th position, 17th, 18th. I think he started. 18th, I believe it was. Because he didn't do very good in qualifying. He kept spinning that we all saw and we all laughed at. And he's leading the race. He's leading the race. What can I say? I'm going for driver of the day and a win. But for some reason, all the drivers like driver of the day more than the win. So he's on for both. Who can complain about that? But he's pulled 3 seconds now. He's just gaining and gaining and gaining, and now we're seeing drivers just drop out that 1 minute mark. That's such a shame. There we go. That's what we want. Interval not. So there's not too many fights on the track at the minute. I think there's a Red Bull and I don't know what's going on here. Is this the Red Bull we're after? That's not the Red Bull we're after. Hang on, it looks like there's a Red Bull right behind. Okay, Kilo's been lapped, that's why. That's why it's not confusing anymore. So Kilo's been lapped. Kylie Boy, why am I calling him Kilo? Kylie Boy, there we go. Kylie Boy's been lapped. It's unfortunate for him. None of us ever like to be lapped. But it looks like we've got another fight going on between Fragstar, maybe? Yes, Fragstar and Big G are fighting. They're both on... Hang on. They're both... Well, Fragstar's on 4-lap old medium, so they're going to be worn in. And I think Big G might have pitted, so that's why... And he's gone really deep. Is this going to give Fragstar the exit? No, he's not. Just him being a little bit fresher. Going to give him everything, but his tyres are more warmed up as GR8 gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So that's exceeding track limits. So I think track limits and more penalties as we see Big G get a 3-second time penalty. So Fragstar, if he can't get past here, he's going to get into the points. If he's staying within that 3 seconds, you get in 10th place and getting that 1 point. I can't remember if he had the fastest lap. We'll quickly check that. Yes, he does, so you'll get 2 points, because you get that point for fastest lap as well. But someone else might get that still. But he's going to go up the inside. He doesn't care. He wants the overtake done. Up the inside. And that's a textbook move. Textbook move as Big G gets a little bit of a wobble on. Might have been a little bit of, can't think of the word now. A little bit of... oh, shoot me. Oh, for crying out loud, what's the word? Dirty air, there we go, dirty air. That's what I wanted, dirty air. That's not my day. As we see a little bit of a train forming here between Finchy Racing, the Mercedes and Will R. Howard. But I've just got to the middle of this cough sweet now, it tastes horrible. So, Renault's going to be fighting off this Mercedes that's within a second of him, so he's going to get DRS. I think, yes he will. Within a second in that protection zone, but Will R. Howard's further on, closer to him. Will Howard's going to get the DRS, but Mercedes hasn't got much ERS, but Will Howard has got. He's got the ERS. He's not using it, but he's got it. As a Mercedes comes across and hits him. Bit of wheel bump in there. As Fin2 Racing gets a bit squabbly on the exit, and there's a tap again. So a bit of dirty driving going on there from the driver. As he hits him again. What are we playing? Bumper cars here, fellas. Just going to want this move done now. Hopefully the Mercedes doesn't come back across him. As Massey's coming out of the pits. Oh, he goes 3 wide for a second. So Massey's in that P4, so he's fighting for position here. It's giving Fin2 the position. And Merck's had to back off the position. But 3 wide for a second there, I believe. That was interesting. But Massey is on the soft compound tyre, as we've only got 7 laps left, so that's a good choice from him. So he's obviously going to go for fastest lap, but he needs to get out of this. He's going to want to get out of this dirty air from Fin2 Racing to get that fast lap, because this is your out lap, and then the crucial thing will be the next lap where he's going to want to be doing that flying lap. So he's saved up all this ERS, as we can see. He's got 77%. We want to use a little bit of that to get past him. But if the Renault plays his cards right, if he lets the Williams through, he can tow him along. This is the thing I see. If the Williams gets past us, he gets a bit of an aggressive move there from Fin2 Racing. But in hindsight, he's going to get a tow here. That's going to pull him away a little bit from Will Howard that's on the back of him. As we have a yellow flag in Sector 1, what's happened? Is that Kilo that span round? Sorry, Kilo? Kylie boy, sorry. Looks like he span round, he's ended up in the kitty litter. Such a shame from him. So the only really battles going on is for net P3. Dame Zero is got a 9-second lap, so he can sit there and think, yeah, goodbye everyone, I've won the race unless I've just jinxed it. Then I am sorry. But he can just sit here now. He's got 78 on his ERS. If Zach is a beast, catches up to him, I think he's still got pit again, but he might just make these mediums last. He's on for the victory. I'm calling it now. He's got the victory. He's getting my driver of the day with a shadow of a doubt. He's gained 17 positions. He's come from basically the back of the grid to the front. He couldn't have drove any better. He was having a go at me before in qualifying because I was making fun of him spinning constantly. But he's just throwing it back in my face now by getting the win. But Massey here, he's 15 seconds to P2. He's going for the fastest lap now. Getting that apex hooked nicely. Penultimate corner, there's a bit of front wing there that was in the previous game. If you go over a bit of front wing, it can give you a puncture. So that's on the track, so I'm surprised there's not a yellow flag there. So that's front wing on the racing line. So could that be an incident waiting to happen? I don't know if it's in this game, I haven't seen it happen yet. I know it can happen. But as we've got a yellow flag in Sector 3, who span? Billy, he span. It's in the gravel. He's on 7 lap old hard. He's got a minute and 8 seconds the car behind. If he wanted, he could pit and go on the softs, have a go at fastest lap. As I don't know if Massey got it just then or not, because we went off board with him. So we'll have a look at that. If I can work out how to get out this screen, there we go. Yeah, look at that, Dame Zero. 17th, the first on the grid. He's got 10 seconds, so Zach is the beast behind. He's got control of this race without shadow of a doubt. As Massey goes just a little bit too wide there. As he's getting a bit under pressure by Will Howard on the soft. No, he's not. What am I saying? Will Howard's on the medium, he's just 1.2 seconds behind. And I don't think he was under pressure. That's me just going into a mad one, folks. Sorry about that. I'm losing my mind sitting here on my own talking to myself. Well, I'm talking to you, but I ain't got no one to talk to. So Fragstar still got the fastest lap, so Massey didn't get the fastest lap. So Fragstar's currently P9, so he's going to have that extra point. That's unfortunate for Massey. He can go for it again, but he's on the softs and Fragstar's on the mediums. So I know he didn't have the RS because he had the cars in front and everything, but he still could go for it again. We'll have to see. So, oh god, I need to get rid of these fastest laps. Sorry about that. Interval. So, the closest so far is Fin 2 Racing and Will Howard. Fin 2 Racing is on 11 lap old hard and Will Howard's on 8 lap old mediums. So, no, that's not the closest we got. We got Shadow Wolf. He's within a second of Big G. We're seeing a bit of fighting going on here with, I believe that's Kylie Boy that's being lapped by him. Yes, it is. Unfortunate for him. But Shadow Wolf has just creeped into that 1 second mark. He's on 8 lap old hard and Big G's on 4 lap old mediums. As he's just dropped out the 1 second. Is that before the detection zone? He's going to want to get in this 1 second mark. No, I don't think he has. I don't think he's got within 1 second. As Fincher Racing gets a 3 second time penalty for multiple warnings. So I'm going to guess that's track limits. As Kylie Boy is going to overtake him here. He's on the softs. He's got the RS, so he's going to go fastest lap, I'm assuming. He's not going to get the point though, because he's outside the top 10. But who doesn't want the fastest lap at the end of the day? Dingo Dolphin. He's within a second now of Fragstar. He's got DRS, yes he has. And he's on the 10 lap old hards and Fragstar's on 10 lap old mediums. So, we're seeing the heart. What I'm seeing here is the hard tyre is in its element right now. It's warmed up nicely, got a bit of wear to it so it's gripping to the ground. And the medium's losing this grip. So, this is interesting. The hard tyre might be better than the medium tyre at this point in time. Because the medium tyre is a bit better through the corners, but coming out of exits, it looks like the hard tyre's got him. But it looks like I've jinxed it because he's dropped down a little bit now. As Fragstar sweeps to get him out of that slipstream, but he's not going to get much of a slipstream off of there. But you are Howard's on the back of 13th place of Zach. Yes, Adam, he's going to win by 12 seconds, near enough. And 17th on the grid. And yes, it is mad. He's got my driver of the day. And he looks like he's going to win it. So, it's a top-notch drive from him. I don't actually... Looks like he's going to lap his teammate. No, he's not. He's catching up to it, though. I think he's lapped a few cars. Including Billy. I believe this is behind him. Yeah, he's almost gained by 12. He's almost lost 12. Well, Carbine's lost 12 seconds. He's on 16 lap old mediums here though. I wouldn't want to be on 16 lap old mediums. He's taking this to the end. As I've just noticed, we don't have our little delta thing at the end. As Kylie Boy retires. So, was that in the pits? Yes, it was. Why haven't I... Oh, for crying out loud. That's what we want back. There we go. So, Kylie Boy retires. So, 15 people running now. We've lost 5 people. It's a shame. Oh! Oh, no. Sorry. Never mind. It's a black mark. It's a back marker. That's a shame. I thought it was a bit of action. But will that give I don't know. Oh no, that's Kylie Boy's retirement car. Sorry, my bad. But personally, that's unbelievable. What Dime Zero, Dame Zero, whatever you want to call him, Main Miro, whatever. He's been calling me names in the other stream, so he's calling me D3 or R2D2 as he said he was going to call me. But I've got to put my hands up to him. I've got to clap my hands. He's deserving this currently. He's pulled 12 seconds now. Unbelievable race from him. As GR8V is on the back of Fragstar again on those hards. So he's pushing. He's got a fair bit of ERS, but Fragstar doesn't have much. So he ain't got much to defend with if GR8 gets on the back of him. But Zach's Beast is on the back of UR Apex, and Zach's... Or Zach's Beast. Just Zach. Zach's on the back of UR Apex. But UR Apex is on 1 lap younger hard. So interesting. And he's got a amber fuel warning, so I think that means that his fuel's in the red. It is the last lap of the race, people. I've just noticed. This race is gone like a fly. He's starting his last lap. He's led a good few laps of this race. He's gone from 17th on the grid. Unbelievable what he's done. He mucked it all up in qualifying. He span out. We caught every shot of it. We all laughed at him. But now he's only got a few more corners to go. As long as he doesn't bin it, he's winning the race by over 12 seconds. I'm holding my wheel here. I'm praying for him that he doesn't go wide here. He doesn't get on the power too early. You don't need to worry about it, mate. You're going to win. You ain't got to worry about your penalties either unless you got over 13 seconds now. He's gained over 13 seconds. 13-second lead. Unbelievable for him. As Fintu Racing getting on the back of Will Howard, but we'll jump on the back of that once we see him cross the line. And there it is. He's done it. He's won the race. My hands applaud you, sir. You've won the race. Congratulations. But now we're jumping on to Massey now. Is this going to be a last lap? He ain't. Oh no, Massey's lost the position to Will Howard. Will Howard's got into the podium position. Sorry. Does Finn Racing make up on this? Looks like Massey's tyres look a bit dead. He's only 6 lap old though. But Will Howard's done it, I think. I think he's gained the position on the last lap. I can't confirm it, but I think he's done it. It's Finn Racing gets a 3-second time penalty. And that's the top 5 finish. Next across the line is two Mercedes. Of I don't know how to pronounce the name. That's not his name, but you know. And Fragstar. Unfortunate race for him. I think he dropped back a few positions, but he's crawled his way back up to the top. And then it's the AlphaTauri of GR8. And then it's Dingo Dolphin. Followed up by Big G. Yes, Big G. He's coming across the line now. With Shadow Wolf shortly behind. Crossing the line. Slowed down a fair bit. So he's run out of fuel. Moto X. We haven't been following him too much. I think a lot of these drivers had a bad first couple of laps. There's something happened in Sector 3, I don't know what. UR Apex, unfortunate for him. He had a bad race. But that's it, ladies and gentlemen. The end of the race, the end of my suffering talking to myself. I've been here for almost an hour talking to myself. Unbelievable. That's brilliant race. Now, we're going to try and get the winner into the party. We're going to have to talk to him. He takes his selfie. He lifts the trophy of pride, his AI does. And that's a well-deserved win from him. Honestly, we couldn't have said it better. So we're going to try and get him in the party now. Talk to him quick. So let's see if he joins. As the party's going mad. Are we in the party? I believe.
Yes,
Don't forget to include your audio.
It's in, mate, don't worry. I think I joined your party by accident and you joined mine.
Yeah, I did. Congratulations, fellow.
What?
Is this your first win of the season so far?
No, I got Bahrain.
Oh.
Technically I didn't on track, but overall, yes, I did. But what? That was
What a race.
That was insane.
12.7 seconds.
The
You won
VSC.
by starting 18th on the grid, it says now. Back of the grid, near enough. Last away challenge, and you've done it, sir. My hands applaud you. You can watch the race. I didn't bully him at all, did I, folks? No.
Yeah,
He's
mate,
done it. The man himself.
absolutely insane. There was incidents that happened. Fragstar spinning out, Massey and Will Howard coming together in front of me, which helped. Pitting under the virtual safety car, which was perfect timing for me. Me and Will both did the exact same. I think everything just worked in my favour today, and I was lucky for it. And what a race that was! Absolutely, what a race!
What a race it was. I've been talking to myself here for almost an hour. 57 minutes to be exact. You gave me a race to enjoy. Congratulations to you.
Well, I'm glad, I'm glad, especially if you're on your own. Yeah, by the sounds of it, you did a good job, so well done to you, especially on your own. It's a hard thing to do. Yeah, what a race that was. Absolutely enjoyed every last minute of it. I was disappointed after qualifying, especially spinning out a couple of times, but man.
Oh yeah,
man,
it weren't disappointing for me, but you know.
Yeah, I heard you laughing, by the way, so don't start. But yeah. Absolutely unreal race. Absolutely unreal.
Yeah, thank you for coming in and talking at that last minute.
No,
and thank you everyone that's been watching. That's us for China for Div 3. We'll hopefully see you next week on Sunday with Div 1, Div 2 on Monday, and again Div 3 on Tuesday. Hope to see you then, and thank you very much, and good night.